Hey, welcome back to another review by Jay's Modern Bushcraft. And today I wanted to review this nifty little keychain. It's made by FerroFire. I've never owned anything from FerroFire before. It came just like this. There was no kind of wrapping on the box. It was just this box within a shipping box. But everything was stowed, pretty neatly. I like that. Now this is a two-piece set. The ones that I got, they have regular keychains, normal ring style, keychains. But they do offer some that have quick releases for the keychains. And then obviously two of these small ferro rods. Now what I'll do is I'll put one together and I'll leave one apart so I can test it. And see, this is why the quick release keychain would be really nice, because you have to think, if it's an emergency and you're trying to start a fire, you don't have a lot of dexterity in your fingers to be working with these little keychains. So, don't quote me on this either, because this could change. But when I ordered this one, it was only $1 more for the quick release keychain. And if it was me, I would happily spend the $1 knowing, what it's like trying to start a fire in the cold and how much your dexterity of your fingers fails you. Because as we all know, an item is only useful if you have it on you when you need it. Now, yes, I often, if I'm going camping, I'll bring a nice 5.5, 6-inch, ferro rod by 1/2 inch thick. Of course I would. But oftentimes when I leave the house, I don't have one. I just, I usually bring a cigarette lighter, but it would be nice to also just simply have that ferro rod on the keychain ready to go in case I need it. Now, the striker itself, it feels quite sharp, and it feels like it would do a very nice job striking the rod. So let's see. I've used a lot of ferro rods, and they are not all created equal by any means. Many of them have a harder composition. Yes, they'll last longer. However, if you have to work harder to remove more material. I prefer a much softer rod. The softer the better, in my opinion, because I want to remove as much material as possible to get those dancing sparks. So let's see how this rod performs. The company, when I looked at them, I looked into them a little bit, they offer many different sizes of ferro rods. So this is not just some keychain company that made a novelty. This is a company that deals in fire making and fire strikers. So I do have hopes that this will be a decent quality rod. Let's find out. So let's get this coating off here. And yeah, like I said, that striker definitely, it's got the edge to it. It's got. So my final thoughts on the item. Honestly, it doesn't take. And the rod, like, I wouldn't have to use this for a year to give you a review 2.5-inch rod that actually is realistic, because I'm familiar enough with ferro rods that I can tell you this will get your fire going. Even though it's a small rod, the striker is quality. And what I like most, absolutely most about this, is that if you give this to somebody, or if you keep it for yourself, whatever, it comes with a set of 2. You can be assured that chances are, as long as they're using it as a keychain, if the time ever came where you needed this item, you would have it. And that, in my opinion, is the most important thing. Everybody talks about EDC, but do they actually carry them every day? This gives you the ability to start fire in something that you are already carrying every day. And the weight of it is no much more than a lot of I've seen some keychains that weigh about 10 times as much as this that people carry. So it's very realistic. And I like that.